The members of the Synod on Synodality discussed how to move forward as a church in 3 broad areas: communion, participation, and mission. This led to proposals on many different topics. The members reflected on how synodality should change the relationship between the Pope and the bishops. They emphasized that the Code of Canon Law establishes forms of papal government that are more collective rather than hierarchical. The report asked to explore and develop these forms of government, although no deadlines were given. It also requested a revision of the document the Vatican published in the late 1970s that established basic criteria for the relationship between bishops and religious. The members also want a clarification on how the relationship between the Episcopal conferences and the conferences of the Institutes of Consecrated Life should be. Regarding seminaries, the report asked that candidates to the priesthood be formed in a more synodal way. It also pointed out the necessity of defining the responsibilities of bishops, even in areas such as exercising authority or the economic management of the diocese. In preparation for the next assembly, further research on women deacons in the early church was requested. Pope Francis had already established 2 commissions to study this during his pontificate. The participants in the synod also asked to increase the number of women elected to church leadership positions, and to study whether it is necessary for the heads of the Vatican Curia to be ordained bishops. They emphasized that the discrimination against women must end, especially that of some religious women who perform tasks for very little pay. The report also requested to prioritize the training of the laity, and that both women and laity be involved in the process of priestly formation. Faced with the challenges of the contemporary world, the participants in the synod called for the promotion of initiatives that allow further study on pastoral, doctrinal, or ethical issues that generate controversy, such as gender ideology. The 40-page report includes reflections on many topics, such as ecumenism, the Church in the Middle East, the role of permanent deacons, or the need to foster a church that blames less and welcomes more. It specifically asked for special attention to be paid to people who feel excluded from Catholic communities, potentially for their marital status or sexual identity. Some Catholic LGBT ministry groups have criticized the final synod report, as they believe it showed no indication that any positive change will come for the people in their communities.